We are all anticipating for that big opening match between the host Qatar and Ecuador. As we all know, the male football national team, the Black Stars, are in Group H alongside Portugal, Uruguay, and South Korea. The Black Stars will be opening their first encounter in this FIFA World Cup on the 24th of November when they play at the 974 Sports Stadium with Portugal in Doha. As part of preparation with the state broadcaster having the sole right, we are building up and closer to that opening match in Qatar. Today, I'm privileged to be joined by former Accra Sofo player, former Vitesse Iron player, former Aqua Tel Aviv player, former Basta player, Laryea Kingston. Laryea, it's a great pleasure to have you on this journey and you spend your time with us.
It's sure too. Thanks for having me.
Let's start from the Blasters qualification. Prior to our qualification, we played Nigeria in Kumasi before we went to Nigeria to play them. What do you think was the step that we took right that got us this qualification, and now we are going to play in Qatar?
For me, I think is the approach, especially to the first leg in Kumasi. The approach was very positive. We're talking about new technical team coming in. That was a huge risk that the FA took because it will take time for the players to know each other or know what the technical team is bringing on board. But I give thumbs up to the technical team that the way they send a very positive signal, and immediately they step in, they show the players what they are about to, their game plan and everything, and they execute it very well. For me, in Kumasi, I saw the Black Stars trying to play football from the back, which for me is a plus to us. The second leg over there, we all know Ghana, Nigeria. It's a big game for all of us, both countries. The fans were waiting for Nigerians to beat us over there. And on paper, the Nigerians are ahead of us. You can see the players that they put against us, they're playing regular in their teams. They're getting a lot of good, positive results, unlike our squad that we've been on and off. We're having issues with our coaches. We are not happy with our technical team, bringing new technical team on. The approach again in Nigeria was very positive, very, very positive. We were very tactical in the game, but we were also on the front foot. Nigeria started very well, but that go from third party, I think changed everything. So I think it was very hard fought from the boys, and they did well to qualify us.
The draw came, and we find ourselves against Portugal. We played the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Uruguay, that we played the 2010 FIFA World Cup. We know that Suarez, everything that happened in there. Now we will also be playing South Korea. Do you see our group as a difficult group?
Yeah, every group in the World Cup tournament is difficult. Saying that because now a lot of teams are playing very well. They have very good educated coaches. The dynamics in football is changing. So if you have a very good technical team, you can beat any team in the world. So every group in the tournament is very tough. But talking about our group, because we have teams that we've played them before, that they defeated us against Portugal. We played against Portugal, they beat us. Talking of Uruguay, Suarez drama also. So it's all about payback time to Portugal and Uruguay, so especially the Suarez team. So for me, I know it's a big game for Ghanaians and then for the technical team as well. It all depends on the approach. In the tournament, you take it a game at a time. Ghanaians have not been happy with our recent friendly games, but one thing we should know, it has happened before. In 2006, we went to the Nations Cup. Our squad wasn't strong enough. We lost about three starting 11 players. So we couldn't make anything in the Nations Cup. When we got to the World Cup, we all saw what Ghana did in the World Cup. Ghanaians were not confident with the team. But they got to the 2006 World Cup and they proved to the world that we're still Ghana, you know. So I'm not going to doubt the same thing repeating itself again. I know Ghanaians are not confident in the team, but when the tournament starts and the team take it a game at a time, I think we can do something.
I had a chance to watch the Brazil game, you had a chance to watch the Nicaragua game. What would be your fair assessment on the Black Stars, our technicalities, and what's really our positive and negative in that particular game, and what we can pick up ahead of the FIFA World Cup?
Yeah, for me, I think against Brazil game, I think we gave them too much respect. Of course, they are Brazilians, but we all know Brazil, the quality they possess. But one thing we should all know that whenever you take a game to a team, you also have something to worry about. But the moment you sit back and wait for them, you give them too confidence to have their A game. Ghana against Brazil in the friendly game, I think that's what happened. We gave them too much respect, and from where I was sitting, I noticed we want to wait for them to get to our half before we start to put pressure on them. Even the pressure that we put on them is not intense enough. Playing against quality players that the Brazilians have, you need to make sure you put a lot of pressure on them for them to be frustrated and then capitalize on that. But we did not see that again. In the second half, they did well. That's master brain, you know. Sometimes you have a game plan, you come into the game, it's not working. You need to have a plan B, which I think the technical team did very well. They came in with a different formation, different approach, changed to the back three, and we can see it's worked. You know, it frustrated the Brazilians a little bit, but then again, off the ball, we were very good, solid, compact. Brazilians were finding it difficult to find breakthrough, but on the ball, we need to punish them. We couldn't do that. We don't have players that will go and punish them when we are in possession. So I think second half was okay, but we need a quick offensive transition to punish Brazilians in that game. We went to Nicaragua. We know they are underdogs. We started the game well, but we couldn't utilize our chances. We created so much. We created a lot of chances, but we couldn't utilize it. But the positive side in the Nicaragua game is we're creating chances. If you create chances, that's when you can score goals. I think they will go back to the drawing board and then look at where they've fallen short to put the ball at the back of the net.
Our new recruit, Salisu and Inaki Williams, they came to change the dynamics of their game. Is it something that the Black Stars should look up to going into the main World Cup tournament?
Yes, if you're building a team, I think people focus on just the starting 11. If you have a strong, solid bench, you know, as a coach, you have confidence. Anyone that you just put on, it will give you whatever you want. The players that you mentioned, Iñaki Williams, Salisu, and all those people, you can see they are playing regularly in their clubs. So that shows that, you know, we are lucky to have them in our squad. And it shows clearly when they came on against Brazil. Iñaki Williams was making runs, deep runs in behind, just that there is no telepathy between him and the midfield or even the centre backs. But with time, after 2-3 games together, I think they will get to know him. His contribution in that game was solid. His deep runs, you know, I heard people complaining about he's making runs, but he's not receiving the ball. But most important thing is he's making that run to create space for others to use that space. Salisu is solid. We all know what he's doing in Southampton, and the back to the Jeku and Amate already they stabilized the back. Yes, but if we go in 3, Salisu is a huge contribution to that. With him left-footed, staying on the left side, Jeku in the middle, Amate on the right side. You can see Jeku is very solid, robust. But Amate and Salisu, they can drive, come in with the ball and give those deep penetration passes to punish opponents. So for me, I think these two, and also Torre Calamte.
Yes.
If we go in 3 back, I prefer Torre Calamte than Odo, because Torre Calamte have this attacking mentality.
In the absence of our key players who will be injured or who will not get that call up to the Black Stars, maybe because of injury, what should be the alteration from Otuado as a technical coach? How do you see things that we can twist things that we can match up with the powerhouse teams?
First of all, after assessing the Black Stars
Yeah.
in these two friendly games, I realize the coaches or the technical team should use the quality that they have to bring up the formation they want to play. I see the type of player that we have that if we go with 3 back will help us. Talking of the 3 center backs I mentioned, they are solid. We have Tariq Lamptey on the left. We have Salisu.
We have Gideon
Mensah. We have Gideon Mensah or Baba Rahman.
Yeah.
We are cool with that. I would like to see Partey, Kudus, and Kofi Chire as our three main midfielders. If you play in 3 back and 4, the 4 I want Baba Rahman or Tariq Lamptey on the wide wing back area, and then we have Partey and then
Kofi Chire and
Kudus
and
Kofi Chire in the middle. Front 3, Iñaki Williams, put Dede Ayew on the left side or right side, and then you can put
his brother or Fatau or whoever.
Fatau as well. Fatau. I think I want to see Fatau, Dede Ayew, and Iñaki Williams leading the attack, or Jordan replacing Dede Ayew in the front 3. But Fatau should be a starter. Iñaki Williams should be a starter. Dede and his brother, they can come and
do the
rotation on that side. In the midfield, Chire
And
Kudus, and then Partey in the midfield. I think that team will give us something. Building a team, you still need time. You know, if we can give them more time with the national team, and then again, it's a senior national team.
Yeah.
It's result oriented situation. You know, so you don't normally have time to understudy the squad. You need results as soon as possible. They can maintain the squad, but make sure they scout better players to come in and then fill in some spaces that we have. But for now, I think this is the best squad that we have, and they are, whether we like it or not, they are the people that are going to represent Ghana. But we have to make sure we have proper scouting, not only to scout players to come and play for us, but we need proper scouting team that will go around and scout our opponents. By now, we should be able to form a team that is going around to watch the teams that we have in our group, to bring information to the technical team. I think with that, you know that you have a good plan.
Let's look at team character. I watched the 2008 AFCON. We had the quarter-final game against Nigeria, the one that you came in, you were doing your skirmish. That time, that team, you had your brother, we had Asamoah Gyan, Muntari, ACN, Bosa. That character that, when you wear the badge, it urges you to play, like put all your life onto the game. This, our generation, the players that we have now, we need still that character.
I believe football without character, because it's a competition. The opponent is planning well, is coming to compete with you and beat you. So sometimes you meet an opponent that is equally good like you, so you need a little bit of character to pass him. So for me, I think we need the character as well, but at the same time, we need to have a proper game plan. We need to have, in 2008, one thing you should know, we've played together for a long time.
Yeah.
Most of the players you mentioned in that squad, we've been together for a long time. Unlike this squad that they've not been together. The team have changed tremendously. So definitely they won't have that balance like we had. But if you mention character, I think everything need that.
What do we need to do as a technical bench to cycle these players ahead of this big tournament?
Yeah, that's why you have a team at the background. And I know GFA have put like things in place. They have a technical director. They have 2 assistant coaches, and then the head coach as well. And I believe they have scouts, like I said. They have analysts that will watch video clips, clip some moments in trainings, and then give the technical team some information. So I believe they have solid team around them that can give the players positive feedbacks that can help them stand. And then again, I will be more glad to see most of the former players around the team. Not even inside the technical team, but at least for them to have a feel, the current players to have a feel of former players that have been there, that have seen it all, to be closer to the team, like Nigeria have been doing, Germany, they do sometimes. So I think with that, it will motivate the players more.
Will you be surprised maybe if we hear some agent's name maybe called up for this World Cup, or even you maybe called up for this World Cup to help with the technical end because of your advanced experience on this big tournament?
I won't be surprised at all, because we've been there before. We know what it takes to play those such games. So, and also when we are, me and Asamoah is being picked to go and be around the team, it's a plus. You know, for me, I think it will be a huge plus for the team, because we know what is at stake, and our presence there will add huge value to the squad. Every tournament, you win your first game, then you are in the driving seat. When you lose a game, then you put pressure on the team. So the first game is very important, but we don't have to underrate any team in the tournament. South Korea, people think, oh, I can see people doesn't mention South Korea that much. They're thinking about Uruguay and Portugal. But like I said earlier on, a lot of countries are playing good football now. So every game will be very difficult.
What will be your final message to Ghanaians and to the technical handlers of the Blasters going to this 2022 FIFA World Cup? How should we approach every game?
The aim is to go and then win games. Take it a day at a time. We go to a tournament, at the back of our mind, we should go there and make sure every opponent that they put in front of us, whatever it takes to beat them, we will do that to beat them. We shouldn't underrate ourselves like in 2006, that, oh, we just go in there to perform and come back. This is our first time, we don't believe we'll go to the next round, and then boom, we are in the next round. So it's strange for us. We should prepare that we're not going to Qatar to participate, but we're going to make impact in the tournament.
Is there a way that you think you've got enough that you can have the chance to maybe coach our juvenile teams when the time is near?
Oh yeah, at the moment where I'm sitting now, I know I've dedicated myself well enough. That's why I resigned with Right to Dream as well, because I feel I wanted to take a different challenge. I feel I want more competition. I did academic football for 3.5 years with Right to Dream, and I feel I need to take a challenge on my own. It should be on my own for me to get to the top, because I want to win trophies. I want to win major tournaments. I want to win league titles. As a coach, that's my dream. So that's why I left. So where I'm sitting now, I think I'm equipped. I've done my CAF B license. I've done my UEFA A license. UEFA B license. I'm on my UEFA A license now. Hopefully next year, July, I'll be done with my UEFA A license. So I would love to have one of the national teams, or even one of the first teams in the country, or even Africa. I'll be ready to take it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, man.
So I've been speaking to former Blaster player, former Vitesse Iron player, Laryea Kingston, who has been giving us everything that the Blasters needs to do to really make an impact in this year FIFA World Cup in Qatar. As we all know, the Blasters will be opening their first Group H match against Portugal at the 974 Sports Stadium. Across all their affiliated radio station and TV station. For everything that you want to know about the Qatar FIFA World Cup, stay with the state broadcaster, because we are going to bring you the best and the best in everything that we do in this FIFA World Cup.